high-speed chase, under fire.
He's fired.
Once he started firing upon me, I knew that it would only end in two ways. One, he'd wreck out and survive, or two, he'd be shot and killed.
April 26, 2009, Mobile, Alabama. Sheriff's deputies John McClain and John Cassidy are in pursuit of William Odell Wood, a man suspected of shooting his estranged wife and murdering her family the previous night. They join a handful of other law enforcement officers already chasing the suspect's Chevy Blazer. Because he works undercover, Deputy Cassidy's face and voice are masked for this interview.
When the suspect passed us, there was probably about 6 unmarked vehicles behind him, including Mobile Narcotics Unit along with the U.S. Marshals. I remember asking the question, "You want me to take the lead?" And he said, "Yeah, take the lead. We're the marked unit. Let's go."
You take the lead, or? Yeah, take the lead.
Then that's all I needed to hear from that point on.
This big suspect had no bounds, no limits. He didn't care about anybody. He'd done anything in the world he could to get away from us.
You can't see it in the dash cam video, but the officers spot something that raises the stakes.
When I saw the suspect pick up the rifle, my worst fears had come true. This is about to go bad.
He's fired.
Speeding down the highway, the suspect blasts out his back window and hits the top of the cruiser's windshield.
Me being Captain Obvious, I said, "Hey, he's firing at us." And which I don't know why I said that, because Deputy McClain was in the car with me. He knew he was firing at us. At that point in time, Deputy McClain retrieved our assault rifle and actually charged a round into it and told me, "I need you to get us closer."
As the deputies wait for traffic to clear, Deputy McClain readies his assault rifle.
Anybody knows if you don't take a pistol or gunfight if you can bring a rifle. And at that point, doing 80 to 100 miles an hour, I knew I had to have a rifle to make the correct shots.
Cassidy pulls behind the Blazer to give McClain a clear shot. Instead of trying to position the gun out the window, his plan is to use the high-powered rifle to shoot through the windshield.
The strategy was to start putting rounds into his vehicle, maybe not even hitting him, but getting his attention so it distracted him from firing.
Inside the police car, the noise of McClain shooting through the windshield is deafening.
When Deputy McClain fired the first round inside the vehicle, the intensity of it being in an enclosed was worse than any rock concert that I've ever been to. Every round that he fired from the M4 was actually bouncing off the passenger side window, and then the hot brass was going down and hit me in the neck.
That time I started firing into the back lower part of the vehicle and worked my way up.
But the move also puts the cruiser back in the line of fire.
I had enough faith in Deputy McClain that I knew if I gave him a stable shooting platform that there was no way we were going to lose the battle.
The suspect fires back, hitting the undercarriage of the cruiser. But Deputy Cassidy doesn't try to avoid the shots.
He never hesitated whatsoever. He just kept the vehicle at a proper speed and allowed me to make the shots.
McClain and the suspect continue to exchange fire.
We were so close, I actually watched the suspect turn in the driver's seat holding a pistol, and he fired rapid fire at us. And that's when Deputy McClain dialed in on the suspect.
I knew at that point, stop shooting into the vehicle and focus and kill him quick. During these shots, I progressively worked my way up, boom, 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 and kept continuing up until the last few rounds. That time I could realize that I was hitting around the headrest.
McClain's final shots hit the suspect and the Blazer veers into the guardrail.
And when he bounces off, you can actually see his body go limp. I actually watched the suspect roll to the right, almost laying over into the passenger seat, and the vehicle bounces off and continues due to the momentum, continues to go.
The chase comes to an end, and other units converge on the Blazer, not knowing if the suspect is dead or alive.
Check real quick. for a pulse on his neck, no pulse. I knew he was deceased at that time.
After the harrowing chase, both deputies are cited for their bravery. Sam Cochran is the sheriff of Mobile County.
It was very important for them to be recognized not only by the sheriff's office but by our community, because I think in this situation, clearly, without the outcome, we may never know what would have happened were it not for the bravery of these two deputies and their cool performance under pressure.